of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Rams. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Four down.
Black 80! 180!
Pick. This is Joe Mixon.
Run!
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Good job, D. Good job.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
That's what I'm talking about.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with
here
a
we go.
second and 5.
20!
Second down, and it's incomplete.
Crash down.
The starting 11 now for Los Angeles on the defensive side of the ball. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
180!
And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Oh, good night, baby.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move
Not
the
tonight,
chains.
baby.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned
that. 180!
A lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated.
Yeah,
they have a lot
baby.
of pride in their performance.
And now a throw on. First down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down.
120!
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
3 down.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
120! 180!
4 down.
Third down. He's got a man wide open, complete.
Oh,
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. For 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Double tight.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of
Here
an
we go.
inline
180.
blocking type of a tight end.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 59 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success. And we see with their game plan this week. They expect the defensive front to be someone they can move.
Now he'll dump it to his running back, complete. And he he's taken down inside the 30.
You got 4 down.
The
4
Browns
down.
passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series.
180!
On the bootlegs. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. React very quickly to the football.
Garoppolo, the LA defense up the snuff and coverage there. Pushes this to fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try to get something available there for him.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
On first down, Goodman. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
36. 36.
Detroit!
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. How you getting us a headache?
No. Check. Patriot! Gun! Watch you now, Barney!
Check.
Watch you now, Barney!
Alert 3.
Just do get the play out as he looked to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Hey, that's all day, baby. You're shot.
That's a pretty darn good start to this season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
After the sack, they'll come up now, third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
All right, now, lucky 56.
4 down.
Over!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover. They didn't get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head
Like
is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best.
Exactly.
He wasn't ready.
Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses Would love to go against guys
Here
who
we
just
go.
want to hold
Wait,
the pain
Eddie!
and attack and try and keep it get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield. That's hard to handle.
A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something.
It's Garoppolo. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First time they've hooked up here.
Your trip
Good for
is
17
here, baby.
and a first
Your
down.
trip is here.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Check me out.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal.
120!
Everything was right,
180!
got the completion,
know
but he's
you
not
felt
one of the
that
more
one.
dynamic guys in the league. So
He finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide where you're going. And I think that right there, he knew right away.
And down he goes. Taco Charlton in there
Sack!
to drop him.
Got him.
And it'll be
Let's
a
go,
loss
boys.
of
Let's
about
go.
8. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked
Double
7
time.
times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
120!
A real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be
Here we go,
gotten
here we go.
rid of.
180!
Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Sit hot! Sit hot!
It's Garoppolo. Wide
Crash,
open receiver,
crash,
complete.
crash.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up
Here we
in
go.
big chunks
180!
and strike like that, having plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays.
And this is caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Cleveland. In for the score.
Touchdown.
And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Well, they suck the defense in with a play fake and over the top.
When offenses do that, a lot of times the defense guys are screaming at them, run the ball, run the ball. The offense doesn't really care. They got 6 points.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Hey, we are.
And hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And this O-line is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
4 down, 4 down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to the air on 2nd down. Goodman. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Baby.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the
Detroit!
NFL now,
Detroit!
isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes,
Strong right.
it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 50 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Oh, man, wide open, complete.
Woo!
And he'll go
I know
down,
you
but not
feel
before
that.
getting this inside the 30. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Gun! Gun!
They'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter is starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on the more. You don't go totally away from running the football. But you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
No. Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Goodman. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Let's go. Players make big plays.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? The ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do they do? Get it to their best player, right?
Watch it now, Barney!
Create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
We got 3.
Throwing after the interception. Cooks. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Boom! I see
7
you,
yards,
boy.
the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Hey. You got to get moving.
Play action. Goodman. He'll rifle this one deep right. He's got a man. Complete.
Leopard.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Hey, we got
So
tight left.
that
One tight end,
changes
one tight
things a
end.
bit. Here's
Kim.
a 1st and 10
Kim,
all
tight
the way
end.
down at the 35.
Gun.
4 down. 4 down. Check.
Action here on 1st down. It's caught left side by Cooks.
Yeah, baby.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
No. Check. Patriot.
Didn't it, for them to get downfield that quickly? And now
Watch it now, Barney.
Right here on this
Watch
play.
it now, Barney.
We got this, fella.
First and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Spud. No.
Great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this one. The defense picks it up, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him.
Keep putting that
And
ball
after
on the
all
ground.
that, the extra
That's our
point
ball.
attempt unsuccessful.
Fumble.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away. And we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys just spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guy trying to get it.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Right there.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain. And it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers and ends, because they can make people miss the open field, can really generate big plays for an offense.
Wide open receiver complete.
They don't want it, fellas.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Black 80! 180!
He's taken down.
Blitz. Sack. Oh, let's go, D. That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about.
He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week. Because I think he's found matchups that he likes.
He doesn't care at this point. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants are right like that. And we said, nah, man.
He's a big man. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
You got him.
For only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Trying to hit your receiver on the line, see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A first scoring update now from Carolina, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Watch
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Check pass, check pass. Check your hot read.
Detroit! Detroit!
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On first and 10, Goodman. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Leopard!
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Hot!
To throw. Goodman. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. A very solid gain of 27.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the play fake. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Every time it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Leopard! Leopard!
1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a third and 11. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Third down. Goodman. Throw inside complete. It's Walton. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline to talk over what to do next. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Tight ends right. Tight ends right. Even. 4 down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they could do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays, but when you go for it on fourth down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
They'll try to run on first and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming in.
And he's going to fight his way
Okay,
forward
folks, we
here
got
for a
four.
modest
We got four.
gain.
Let's
A
go,
nice
fellas.
run
We got
there as
four
he
down.
picks
Let's go.
up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball.
No.
I
Check.
say commit
Patriot.
to the run
Patriot.
and think about it being four-down territory.
Turn the ground game here with the running back. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there.
Hey, motion backfield,
with his
motion
second
backfield.
touchdown. The game, fourth of the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make it 17-13. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone.
Like
They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
Good spot. Maybe looking for touchdown passes for 2 here in the second quarter. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Crash!
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
4 down. 180! 180!
Wide open receiver complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch left. Tight, watch left.
Black 80!
Here's Garoppolo. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Shot back at about the 43-yard line.
Crash down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack.
180!
Excellent pressure up front. Down he goes.
Oh, that's complete. And a stoppage here. Third down play takes place. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Browns on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8.
180!
Game here with a tailback. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Gun!
Hey, Mike 52.
Throwing on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Hot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Watch you now, Barney.
Safety creep.
Final shot before break. Goodman. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's winning games within striking distance like this?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that
we got
went well in the first half and wanting
hey, fellas,
more
we got
of
three.
that.
Let's go.
Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Single.
On first down, Goodman. Middle complete. That's Walton.
Yeah, baby.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit hard.
Looking to throw.
I got one.
Goodman firing quickly here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far.
Right.
Here it's 3rd and 2.
Tight on the right.
Goodman. He finds Beckham complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you. You being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a touchdown.
Caught left side, it's Beckham.
That's it, baby.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit? You may very well have them fooled.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They'll run out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out. Things up. Not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crazy veterans, 30. Four down. Long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They run out 5 wide, to the right side, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown Rams. As his guys are in for 6, and the Rams are in for 6. And when a complete touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Even.
180! 120!
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down.
And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Hot, 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 hot.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play.
Here we go.
Did it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Move all day. Woo!
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys.
Check.
Like 80!
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Watch tight end. 4 down, 4.
180!
Wide open, complete.
Blitz.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catch. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Crash. Pick, baby. You see
And you
it
can't
all
say
day.
enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it.
Detroit!
He does.
Detroit!
What a play that was to come away with the football.
Leopard!
Shift. Watch the shift.
Watch him now, Barney!
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter.
All right, now,
No
look
time
at
to
56.
panic.
Look
But that also doesn't mean just doing the same thing you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense.
Leopard!
The receiver before any defender can step in.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And that one results in 35 yards.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Check.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Get him, boys.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Switch.
He gets a little bit closer. Takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Yeah, baby.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead. A great drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
4. Here we go. 180.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th.
Hey, 4 down. 180. 180.
Wide open receiver complete. And the Rams have got it back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
We got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Gun!
Recovery. Goodman. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have 1 right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Back to throw now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Hey.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Detroit!
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be nowadays.
Looking to throw. Goodman. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one. Knock it away. And brings up a 4th down decision.
Gun!
On 4th down. Goodman. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Chavez. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Good. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't
Goodman. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Leopard!
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't ready.
31's the mic. Watch you now, Barney.
Here we go. Check 24. Check 24. Shift.
Watch you now, Barney.
Hey, watch this.
Out of the gun.
Jim.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Check 99.
A great play there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. Here at home, they lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now, this is taken about 7 yards deep. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
Big no-no. Put that in capital letters.
Here we go.
Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That's later for the other team. It's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games.
20!
Can they get better and be ready for the next time?
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind? With him running the team, that he could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Hey, gun.
Like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Garoppolo on first down. Quick hit, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down. Garoppolo now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
We got 4.
Here we go. 180. Wait.
Mike 15. Mike 15.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie,
you
enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well.
Here we go.
I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a very nice game.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick hitting plays. Before they try and supplement the run game. They abandon it, let's try and give it a little bit of help.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They found that picket fence.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass. We've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out
now,
why
lucky
they're
56.
down
Lucky
that
56.
deficit. They haven't made plays in the game to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it, execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
Out.
Goodman. is incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
Slam!
Goodman. Nowhere to escape.
That's what I'm talking about.
No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
12, fellas, here we go.
Well, Charles, I guess the only thing I can think there is they've got a 3-score lead, and they're saying, we're not going to lose this, so let's have some fun.
I think that's as good an explanation as any.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Time for a break.
4 down.
Finish this one off after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you
21,
reset.
21.
They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late
20,
touchdown.
180.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he will bring
Hey,
it
let's
back.
go.
It's an
Interception, baby,
interception
all day,
return for
all
a
day.
Rams touchdown.
Great
And
pick.
that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
Turn for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and
12,
someone said,
fellas, here we
"Coach,
go.
what do you want to call?" He just waved a
Like
hand.
20,
Who
20.
cares? Just get out of here. Some other time, man. Some teams have to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get
180.
the ball 8 yards or more on 1st down, what you're aiming for, they try to throw it for you.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard. Flat
Yeah,
on his
boy.
back.
Yeah, that's how we do things.
Time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get
21,
a timeout.
21.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over
Like
what
20.
to do next.
180.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he's got it yet again. It's complete. And he showed off the as he's on here to punt it away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them.
Watch it now,
but they managed to get that
Barney.
done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looks like he'll throw here. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A very solid gain of 27. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They got 2 more to use in the final stages. Not totally home.
Detroit! Detroit!
As they come up 1st and 10.
Hey!
Gun! 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 Gun!
Off-play action. Good. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time. And he's going to go down.
Leopard!
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
25, check.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Watch the edge.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
Shift.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Goodman. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Let's go.
Brandon, these quarterbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
120! 180!
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he's got his man on the
Here
out
comes
route.
the boom.
Now for the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Trip.
Black 80! 180!
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after
Yeah,
the ice is
baby.
down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again,
Tight end to the
hit
right,
as he
boys, tight
throws.
end to the right.
Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Alert.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. All the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Right there.
In for the score.
Day, baby.
And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it?
120!
Short pass like that, the boy gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Detroit! Detroit!
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Even. 4 down. Even.
Gun! 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 Gun!
52.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney! Over!
Come on, oh. Check.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll let it go deep for Beckham, and it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they looking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game. They put up that number of points, continue to feel like they're moving the ball, things are working and clicking. Maybe they can bottle this and carry it on.
As an offensive coordinator, something we can do anything wrong, whatever you call a run.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen. I was by the stove. Big inside this case is one. Do me dirty, I'ma find you, lay your out on the flow. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard.